Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about symmetry. So, what is symmetry? Symmetry is when a subject has two sides or halves that are the same shape, size, and proportions. So, for an example, this butterfly is the same on both sides. So, if you cut it in half, it would be exactly the same. So, let's get started with our art project.
Hey you guys, so today we are going to make a butterfly to show symmetry. So the first thing you have to do is pick out which color construction paper you want, and then we'll get started. So I'm going to use black for my background, but for the bottom part of the butterfly, I'm going to use this orange paper, and I'm just going to fold that paper in half. And what you're going to do is you're going to get a pencil and you're going to draw out half of the butterfly on the fold of the paper. So right now I'm doing the antenna. I'm coming up and I'm doing my wing, and now I'm doing the bottom wing. And once you got that, you can cut it out. Alright, so now that my butterfly is all cut out, you'll notice that the antennas are stuck together. All you're going to do is just make a little snip right between the two antennas, just so they are separated. And I'm just going to fold them a little bit so that they're not right next to each other. And I'm just going to glue this down to my paper. And the black paper is really nice, especially if you're using bright colors, because it'll really help your butterfly to stand out. Alright, so now I'm going to get a different color paper. This time I'm going to use yellow, and I'm going to use this for some of the details on my butterfly. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did before and fold my paper. And now I'm going to take a pencil and I'm just going to draw out some shapes that I want to put on my butterfly. I'm going to do these sort of oval shapes to put inside the wings, but it's up to you what shapes you want to put in there. Just make sure that it's the same on both sides, because it has to be symmetrical. Alright, so now that I've gotten both of my pieces cut out, I'm going to just cut them right down the middle on the fold. That's how you're going to get your symmetrical shapes. Is when you cut them out of the folded paper, you cut them right down on the fold once they are cut from the paper. And I'm just going to put them right there. I'm going to trim mine a little bit just so they fit into the wing a little better. But remember when you're trimming them to put them together just like I did there so that they are still the same. And now I'm going to glue them down. Alright, so now I'm going to use another color. I'm going to use brown. Same thing, fold your paper, and then using my pencil, I'm going to draw out those shapes that I want. I'm going to do some funky shapes on this one. You can really do any shapes that you want. You just have to make sure that your butterfly has the same shapes on both sides of your paper. So now that I've got them, we're going to cut them out. Alright, so same thing, once you have those shapes cut out, you're just gonna cut them in half on the fold. And once you get them all cut out, you are gonna paste them symmetrically on your paper. Alright, so now I'm going to use this white piece of paper. And I think the white paper is reflecting my light from my camera, so it might be a little bit hard to see, but I'm using my black crayon and I'm just drawing those shapes again with my white paper, and I'm going to cut them out and do the same thing that I did. And remember, guys, it has to be the same on both sides because symmetry means the same. So they have to be the same that you did on the left as you did on the right of your butterfly. Alright, and I'm just finishing up my last shape. And there you have it, guys. You have a symmetrical butterfly. We'll see you next week, and be sure to send me your work.